Welcome to Knowledge Feast. In this video, we'll be discussing about ellipse midpoint generation algorithm. Circle is also having a midpoint generation algorithm. Similar way, we have a midpoint generation algorithm for ellipse. So now, first we'll see ellipse. So this is an ellipse which is going to have two axes. So one is called major axis, another one is called minor axis. So why we call it as major axis? Because the radius at this axis is more. So this I label it as A, and this I label it as B. So now if you see, this part is larger than this one. So ellipse equation is given by x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. So now, now what we do is we'll try to find out this values. So now we'll put actually a is nothing but a is given as rx and b is ry. So now I'll try to simplify this equation. I'll take a square b square as LCM, and this becomes b square x square plus a square y square is equal to 1. So further I write it as b square x square plus a square y square is equal to a square b square. So now further it can be written as b square x square plus a square y square minus a square b square is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the equation which we'll be using throughout the algorithm. So but standard notation what they use, instead of a they use rx and instead of b they use ry. So now I'll put b value as ry. So ry square x square plus rx square y square minus rx square ry square is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the standard equation which we will be using throughout the process of writing this algorithm. So now what we do is, if I have a point p of suppose x1 comma y1, I need to determine where this point is going to lie. I have three options. So now what I do is I substitute the values of this point in this equation. I substitute the values of this point in this equation, and if I get a value which is equal to 0, then the point lies on the ellipse. The point lies on the ellipse. If I get a value which is less than 0, then the point is inside the ellipse. It is inside the ellipse. If I get a value which is greater than 0, then the point is outside the ellipse. Okay, so this is how we are going to find whether a point is lying on the ellipse or inside the ellipse or outside the ellipse by using this equation. So now the same midpoint algorithm which we used in circle, the same algorithm is we are going to use, but there is a difference between circle midpoint generation algorithm and ellipse midpoint generation algorithm. Actually, there is a difference between the property of circle and ellipse. So now your circle follows 8-way symmetry. That is, we find the values for one octant and we find the rest. We substitute this values symmetrically for the rest of the 7 octants. But ellipse does not follow 8-way symmetry. Ellipse follows 4-way symmetry. It follows 4-way symmetry. So we need to find the first quadrant. We need to find the total quadrant. Then only we can substitute the rest of the values. So in the quadrant also, the quadrant can be divided into two regions, R1 and R2. So in the first region, the slope of the curve will be less than -1. And in the second region, the slope will be greater than -1. So there is a difference between region 1 and region 2. So now, whenever we have a point in region 1 and we need to go to the next point. So in these are the pixel values. So I can select this pixel or this pixel. So now what happens is, so now in both the cases, whichever I select, x value is always incremented in region 1. So whether I take this point or this point, my x value will be getting incremented. So y value changes or not, it depends upon the decision parameter. Similarly, when you go to region 2, so now this is the point and I need to go to this point or this point. So now here y value is going to change. So x value changes depend on the decision parameter. So this is the difference between region and region 2. So you need to find the total quadrant in case of ellipse. You need to find the total quadrant, then only you can substitute the relevant values in the rest of the 3 quadrants.